What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? This is gonna be your Love and Hip Hop season 3, episode 2. It's late as hell, and I don't have no excuse. It's just late. Um, but let me clear something up. I don't think I said this on another video, but I didn't say it on my Love and Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta video. Somebody put in my comments that because they're labeling it as season 2, and somebody put in my comments that it's season 2. No, it's not. It is season 3. Let me tell you how I know. Season 1 had Ray Janae and the whole thing between Ray Janae and Brandon, because Brandon made the comment about Lil Wayne, and they spent that whole season beefing about the comment that Brandon made about maybe I could have helped your father's career. And remember, at the very end, like the season finale or one of the last episodes of season 1, they were at the hotel trying to have dinner for Bow Wow's birthday or something like that, and Ray Janae's cousins was in the building, and she was gonna get them to whoop Brandon's ass. Y'all remember that? Because I remember that. Then season 2 was when Ray Janae and Zanique moved in together, and they had that apartment, and Brandon was trying to turn over a new leaf, but he had done that interview where he was basically talking shit about the cast, and they were like, did y'all, and the whole season was about, did y'all see that interview? Did you see what Brandon said? Did you see what Brandon said? And then at the end of the season, Brandon came out as being homosexual. That was season 2. Now we're in season 3. Brandon, Ray Janae, and Zanique have left the show. They're not on the show, even though they mentioned Brandon in the first episode. So I'm thinking that maybe Brandon's going to make a cameo or something somewhere along the line, because usually they don't bring people up if they're not going to come be on the show at some point. And for them to be like, well, have you talked to Brandon? No, you ain't talked to Brandon? Nah, Brandon owe me an apology. Like, it's going to be something with that, I believe. So I hope that clears it up, and if I'm wrong, y'all drop it in my comments. But that was season 1 and season 2. Now, on to season 3. It ain't really doing nothing for me. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. It ain't really doing nothing for me. Let me try to. It ain't really doing nothing for me, but we're gonna go ahead and jump into this. So the episode picks off with the last episode ended with Johnny Blaze at the club acting a goddamn fool, and somehow or another she blamed it on Deb. Deb didn't have her back. Why would Deb invite these people here knowing that they were there just to fight her? And Deb was like, I don't even know who these people are. Like, this is people that you'd have had beef with for years. How am I supposed to know who they are and how they got in the club? They bought a ticket just like everybody else. Or however they got in the Ivory. I don't know if people had to buy a ticket or not. But somehow or another, she blamed Deb. Felt like Deb didn't have her back. Deb wasn't doing what she's supposed to be doing. And so she fires Deb. All right. And then we see later on in the episode, Deb is talking to Brat, saying that basically she's happy about it because she can breathe a sigh of relief. She was like, she still loves Johnny Blaze, but basically trying to be her manager was a full-time job that she just didn't have the energy for at this point. And she was cool and happy to be moving forward, and that they were not going to be working together anymore. We see Johnny do an interview. She's got some features and some mixtapes, and she got a bunch of shit that's coming out. And so she was talking about how she's going to need to get management at some point, but right now she's just going to just wing it for now. All right. Moving on. Then we'll go ahead and talk about this little piece right here too. We see oh shoot, what's my girl name? Her name just escaped me just that quick. DJ Hurricane's daughter, and I don't want to call her DJ Hurricane's daughter. Shit. But y'all know baby girl has her fashion line, and she's doing her photo shoot. And it looks like she's doing a photo spread. Ayana, that's it. And it looks like she's doing a photo spread for a magazine for her new line. She said that with her first line, her first collection, she played it very safe. Her dad was footing the bill, and she was trying to, keep everything. But this time, she's paying for everything. She done made a little bit of this growing up hip hop money. Maybe she came into a trust fund or something like that. But she's footing the bill this time, and she feels like, she said, things are a little bit different when I'm paying for it myself. And so, Bow Wow's girlfriend, who we gonna get back to, old girl, but Bow Wow's girlfriend. All right. Bow Wow's girlfriend was supposed to be one of her models. She was late getting there, and then something happened where she needed safety pins, and she sent her father out to go to the CVS to get some safety pins for the photo shoot. This what I don't understand. and correct me if I'm wrong, they don't keep shit like that around at a photo shoot. Safety pins? That's not something that's just normally. And if they don't, you had to send your daddy to go get them, who wasn't even at the photo shoot. Like, you called him on the phone and asked him to go pick them up and bring them to you. That was interesting. But Bow Wow's girlfriend was late showing up, and when she got there, the clothes didn't fit. They ain't do a fitting. Her titty was hanging all out the bottom of the outfit. It just was a mess to me. That whole photo shoot situation was just a hot mess. Anyway, so back to Bow Wow, his girlfriend, and this whole situation. So they're on their way to New York. This episode, they went to New York. JD was being inducted in the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Bow Wow's going. He invited the girlfriend to go, and she was like, I think originally this was supposed to be a boys' trip, but Bow Wow, no, I'm trying to get into the rapping career. The rapping career. Bow Wow knows that I'm trying to become a rapper, and I guess I was right. Rapping career. Excuse me. He knows I'm trying to be a rapper, and so he invited me to go along because I'm trying to get in the game. And of course, Bow Wow was like, she gonna have to understand, she gets jealous when she see women in my section and things like that. But she just gonna have to understand that come with the game, that come with the territory. That she just gonna have to learn how to deal with that. That's just what it is. And I'm just like, Negro, please. Women don't have to be in your section. You choose to allow women to be in your section. You don't have. Matter of fact, you don't even have to party. How about that? You don't even have to be at the party. And we're gonna talk about that. We get there a little bit later on. So they talking about going to the party. She was like, well, I'm going to need something to wear. She was like, how should I dress? He was like, dress like you got some sense. Okay, well, I need a couple of $1,000s for a dress. Bow Wow looked at her like, bitch, please. He pulled $20 out of his pocket and was like, here you go. I guess she go get on that Fashion Nova website and get her a little something. I don't know. She told us, I got your necklace and I will pawn it for a nice little outfit. Okay. Their whole little episode is just, I don't know. Anyway, and then when Johnny Blaze is doing her interview, she brings up the fact that she worked with, she's going to be on Fetty Wap's new song, and how her and Fetty Wap kind of sort of flirted around for a little bit, but at the time, he was dating somebody. Well, of course, we know that Masika is going to be on the season this year. So, surprise, surprise. Who was he dating at the same time that she was flirting with Fetty Wap? Masika. And, of course, Masika knows all about it. And so, I'm sure that's going to be some sort of friction between the two of them. So Masika, they finally introduced, not finally because it's only episode 2, but they introduced Miss Masika. She's in Atlanta. She moved back to Atlanta. She's doing music, of course, and in the studio. And she actually reached out to Deb to try to be her manager. And Deb was like, you know what? I can't do it. Like, I just let one crazy bitch go. I can't pick up another one. Because Masika admits, I know I'm a handful. I know I could be a lot, but I'm about my money. I'm about, when it's time to be in the studio, I'm in the studio. But Miss Deb was like, I can't do it. Like, I just got rid of one little headache. I can't pick up another one. And I just think we need to keep things the way they are. But in the meantime and in between time, she blowing Bow Wow up. She's like, we've known each other since we were teenagers. And, that's my boy. But she blowing him up. I'm like, okay. There's another little friction right there. Because, Masika can bring it. You remember her from Love and Hip Hop? Hollywood. She don't have no cut cars. And she definitely knows how to dish it out. So then we see Bow Wow goes to New York. He hooks up in the studio with Lil Mama. Now, we all know Lil Mama from My Lip Gloss is Popping. And we also know Lil Mama from running up on stages that she wasn't invited to. Now, Lil Mama got a little attitude. And she's moving to New York to do some music. And she's really trying to get in the game. Get back in the game, I'm sorry. And she flirting with Lil Bow Wow too. Little something with that. So Bow Wow gonna have his little hands full. He got the girlfriend, he got Masika, he got Lil Mama. That's a little something. But we see a little scene with them in the studio, and them, she flirting with his boy, his producer friend and all that good stuff. But she basically gives him the old, I'm ready to get back in the studio. It's been 7 years. I'm ready to make that fire. I need your help. I need you to work with me. That kind of thing. Then we get to the main event. Jermaine Dupri's being inducted to the Hall of Fame. We see the red carpet. His daughter did decide to come. She said, even though I'm still a little irritated with my father, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I'm really proud of him. He irritates me, but I love him. That's my dad, and this is a great honor, and I wouldn't miss it for the world. She brought her boyfriend. She didn't take her boyfriend on the red carpet because she said, he's not in that. She said, for me, this is something I'm used to, but he's not in that lifestyle. So, I want to expose him a little bit. She took him to the after party. She's like, I'll, give him little doses. And we see a nice little, moment with Jermaine Dupri talking about, winning this award and how much it means to him and how, people thought that he wouldn't last, that he didn't have any talent. People doubted him. And now, him and Jay-Z are the only two rappers that are in the, Song Hall of Fame. So I was like, wow, it's definitely something to behold. It's definitely something to be proud of. We saw Usher was there, you name it, they were there. And it was other people like Neil Diamond, people who were already in the Hall of Fame who were there, because it's that annual event. So that was nice. They don't really show a lot of the ceremony because I guess they didn't film inside, which is fine. I can respect that. But then we see the after party. Now, like I said, Jermaine Dupri's daughter went with her husband, Lord, or her boyfriend. Now, mind you, we see Bow Wow. I'm sorry, we're going to come back to the after party. We see Bow Wow in the hotel room with old girl, and Bow Wow is getting texts from Masika. Masika blowing him up, and she like, what are you doing? He ain't paying her no attention. She getting dressed, and she looked cute. She did. The dress that she bought was nice. It was really cute, But they didn't even go to the ceremony. And they looked like they were even trying to get to the ceremony. They just went straight to the after party. So you went all the way to New York to go to the after party. And Jermaine Dupri even said that. He was like, Bow didn't even make it to the ceremony, but he here for the after party, So it just lets you know that Bow Wow was just there to be seen. Like, he's not there for the important part of this. He's there to be seen. You don't go to the ceremony because nobody's going to pay attention to you at the ceremony, but at the after party you could be smoking cigars with JD, getting all the pictures, popping bottles and all that other stuff. And JD said the same thing, basically, like, what you come to the after party, but you didn't make it to the ceremony. While they're at the after party, we see where Lil Mama's there. And they speak, Lil Mama and Bow Wow, they speak and they hug. And he said, look, we over there having some drinks. Why don't you join us? His girlfriend is in the little area, the little area where they were. And she going to tell her to keep her hands to herself. I don't want to have to beat her ass. What? Like, you can't be that jealous. You know what I'm saying? Not in this industry, not in dating who you dating. Like, you can't be that jealous. Like, he really didn't do anything wrong in that situation. They know each other, they hugged, and he invited her to come have a drink with them. You don't even know what he said to her, but you mad because you feel like she put her hands inappropriately on him. Bitch, please, girl, bye. I can't. And that was pretty much this episode. Like I said, this episode didn't really give me a lot. Yeah. Y'all let me know what y'all think in them comments. Peace.